Hey, what's up? You're listening to The Edge 88 with your girl Chills. Now, I just got done doing community service, and I know I shouldn't really be complaining because, yeah, I'm doing good for the community, but I had to pick up the trash in the nasty Grandview parking lot. Let me tell you, it's pretty nasty. I was picking up chew cans and condoms, a lot of nasty stuff that I don't want to have to pick up. So please, if you could, pick your stuff up and put it in the garbage can. Thank you. All right, guys, you're listening to The Edge 88. Hey, what's up? You're back on the Wednesday wrap-up with your girl Chills. Every week, I give out awesome awards to everyday people who do extraordinary things. This week's awesome awards goes out to the Memphis Police Department. And they, an 8-year-old girl recently received an invite to their annual daddy-daughter dance, and she was really upset because her father served in this police department but died in 2011. But to make it up for her, 6 police officers from her father's department escorted her to the dance. She had a great time. She had a lot of fun. It was awesome. I'm going to put a link to that story on our Twitter at KDPS88 if you want to check that out. And stay tuned every week for more awesome awards. You're listening to The Edge 88. You're back with your girl Chills on The Edge 88, and I'm bringing you some news about a very dumb criminal. This man was charged with burglary after police say he returned to a Twin Falls, Idaho home for his forgotten car keys and his cell phone. He told the cops that he lent the car to a friend and he locked his keys inside. But the keys were found inside the house along with his cell phone. Hard to believe there are some dumb people out here who really think they can get away with stuff. Hey guys, well, you're listening to The Edge 88. You're back on The Edge 88 with your girl Chills, and I like to look for news around the world. And today I found a news story about a conspiracy theory about the world ending. And it's going to end relatively quick. This guy proclaims himself to be a prophet and got a message from God himself and sent a message to warn NASA that a giant asteroid 2 miles long is going to hit Puerto Rico. And he says it's going to happen within 2 weeks. September 21st through the 28th is when he predicts it. So many predictions has been made, and I've yet to see any of them come true, so I don't believe this guy one bit. But tell me what you think on our Facebook page. Look for KDPS Radio, and I would love to hear your responses. You're listening to The Edge 88. You're listening to The Edge 88 on the Wednesday wrap-up. I got some nerd news for you guys, and it is the greatest thing I think I've ever heard in my life. I'm a huge Pokemon fan, and they are announcing that Pokemon Go is going to become a reality. I've always dreamed of Pokemon being in like an Oculus Rift or something, but they're using it for your Android or your iPhone, and you can search for Pokemon in real life. It'll tell you when a Pokemon spawns, and you gotta go search for it, and you get to go catch it. It's awesome. I can't wait for it to come out. Tell me what you guys think on our Twitter at KDPS88 or our Facebook page, KDPS Radio. I would love to hear what you guys think about Pokemon Go. And you're listening to The Edge 88. You're listening to The Edge 88 with your girl Chills. And the GOP debate is going on right now, and I have got to say, I just cannot take Donald Trump seriously at all. I absolutely cannot stand him. He just makes a whole big joke of himself, and it bothers me so much. I found this really funny video the other day of him saying just China. China, China, China. That's all he would say, because he says he just wants to talk about how we should still be doing trade with China instead of just focusing on American-made products. I'll leave that on our Twitter page at KDPS88 so you can check that out. You're listening to The Edge 88. You're listening to The Edge 88 Des Moines radio mashup. I don't know if you guys have heard about this yet, but a kid recently got arrested, not really arrested, but taken into custody and put into, what is it called? Never mind. But he pretty much got put into custody for taking a clock to school, and his teacher suspected it was a bomb. You know, now, usually, people can kind of get confused about that kind of stuff. They have to be cautious, but a lot of people are making a ruckus out of it because this kid was Middle Eastern, but I think it was still wrong for the teacher to assume that this little clock that he made, a kid who is fascinated with electronics and wants to go into engineering, he doesn't do any wrong ever in school. It's just weird that the teacher would assume that this was a bomb. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think on our Twitter page at KDPS88 or our Facebook page, KDPS Radio, and you're listening to The Edge 88. Hey, it's your girl Chills on The Edge 88. I recently saw a really sad picture that really bothered me of this terribly skinny polar bear. Now, we've heard a lot about climate change in schools, and some people may have talked to you about it. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you go, psh, climate change, we don't have to worry about that. But when you see this image that I'm going to put on our Twitter page, it's gonna hit you pretty hard because this polar bear is just so malnourished, and it makes me feel really bad because this is our fault. I know I talked a lot earlier about how, we should pick up after ourselves, but we really have to do something about this whole environmental issue. Well, that's my show for today, everybody. Stay tuned every Wednesday from 7 to 8, and you're listening to The Edge 88. You're listening to The Edge 88 in the night shift with the girl Chills
and Borg.
And it's the beginning of November, Borg. And you know what that's the start of?
No Shave November.
Yes, indeedy. Are you going to be participating?
I don't really know yet. My parents, want me to get a haircut, and I'm like, I really want to get a haircut. I was like, I really want to shave my beard. I don't know. I don't know.
See, I don't know. Maybe I'll participate. I don't know. I have to shave my armpits, or else that grosses me out. But, sometimes sometimes I don't shave my legs for, a week or so. So maybe I'll be okay in that aspect.
Yeah.
Unless I be meeting some guys, then maybe I'll shave. But I don't know. Maybe this year will be the year that I go the whole month without shaving my legs. Don't sound like that. Whatever. All right, guys. You're listening to The Edge 88.
Hello, everyone. This is The Edge 88.1 with Chills and Borg. And now that it's November, I'm kind of starting to miss the summer. And I kind of starting to miss, going to the pool and just, hanging out. Yeah.
I'm tired of it getting cold. You can't do anything when it's cold.
I know. You can't do anything at all. But funny pool story, I guess you could say. So maybe when I was maybe 5th grade, I went to the pool with my grandma. I was happy to go to the pool, and so just being so happy, I decided to just dive in the 3 foot deep thing.
Boy.
And my front teeth ended up floating away in the water, and I couldn't find them.
You lost your teeth in the pool?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It wasn't good.
No.
No, it wasn't good. But something that is good is the music on the Edge 88.1. So let's get back to it.
Hey, what's up? You're listening to The Edge 88, and I have a little link for you guys today. I'm going to put out a link every Wednesday. I'm going to try to. This week, the link is about these 2 pastors and a 90-year-old man getting arrested for feeding the homeless.
Yeah.
How bad is that?
Pretty bad.
They've been actually doing this almost every Sunday for 23 years and have never gotten in trouble till now.
Yeah, that's weird.
It is
that's kinda
really
messed up.
weird. And there's a video, they're showing the cops coming up and arresting the 90-year-old man. And the 2 pastors, I'm like, how do you do that? They're doing a good deed.
Right. Yeah, I don't really know.
I don't understand society sometimes. That kind of stuff makes people not want to do good things.
Yeah.
Crazy people out there.
Crazy.
But you're listening to The Edge 88. Every time.
And that was Mike Cervini. What would you do on the Edge 88.1? And today's weekly video game news, Advanced Warfare, came out Monday. I've already prestiged once, and let me tell you, I enjoy it. I love it. The new movement system is great. I was kind of bagging on it last time I talked about Advanced Warfare, but it flows with the game really well.
You end up bagging on all these games, you just think they're gonna be so bad, and then you play them and you're just like, yeah,
well, now,
I love it.
I don't say they're that bad, but I mean they do have their kinks. But I Advanced Warfare pretty good so far. I really like it. You know, I can't wait to make some cash like I do on all the Call of Duties.
Yeah.
You know, I can't wait
So, what would you
get my
rather
budget.
do, Call of Duty or Modern Warfare? Did I say that right?
Back to the music on the Edge at 8.1.
Welcome back to the Edge 88. And Borg, did you see Jimmy Fallon's new parents eating the Halloween candy video?
I did.
You did. Every year, like, there's just those kids that I could not stand watching.
Why is that?
Like, this year, there's one girl who just threw a tantrum and started throwing stuff.
Like, to be honest, when I get mad, I end up throwing stuff too, so I can see where she's coming from.
No, like, you don't do that, especially to your parents. I'd be really mad.
Hey, now, if someone eats all your candy, like if someone ate all my candy, I'm throwing stuff everywhere.
No, I don't think I would throw a tantrum like that. But let's get back to the music on the Edge 88.
This is the night shift on the Edge at 8.1 with Chills and Borg. And now that it is November, it is getting a little colder. And I have started to bring out my Christmas sweaters.
Christmas sweaters? It's not even close to Christmas yet.
You know, but they're comfortable and warm, and I like to wear them.
I mean, there are other sweaters to wear.
I mean,
it's not even close to. That's like the Christmas music on the radio.
don't get
what
me
it's
wrong
like.
here. I mean, I do have a lot of other sweaters.
You should wear those sweaters.
I mean, but they have the same designs as a Christmas sweater, and everyone calls them a Christmas sweater, so should I just keep on calling them a Christmas sweater?
You're just gonna be the Christmas guy for the next, like, 3 months of, probably, like, more than 3 months of winter, but that's cool.
Yeah, that's.
I'll see you around.
I mean, I actually bought a couple more sweaters, so.
Okay.
So let's get back to the music on the Edge 88.1.
Hey, you're listening to the Night Shift on the Edge 88, and something interesting that I actually watched on YouTube recently was males actually reacting to getting a bikini wax. I expected them to just be like, no, I'm never doing this again, but the majority of them reacted positively. They were like, oh yeah, I feel so free now. I actually feel good. And I was just like, wow, that is really weird. So, Borg, I'm going to ask you, would you get a bikini wax?
You know, honestly, yeah, I'd get one.
Why?
You know, it just kind of be nice and smooth. You know, I would like that. That'd be awesome.
All right. Well, there you have it, guys. If you want to get a bikini wax, go out and get one. You're listening to the Edge 88.
This is the Edge at 8.1 with Chills and Borg. And something I want to talk about, you know, me and Chills are really into YouTube and just the internet in general. And something that, you know, I've always hated, I open up a video and I get rickrolled.
I actually really like that song.
You do?
Joke's on everybody. When that song pops up, I dance. I love it.
I feel like every time I open up a video, you know, I really wanted to watch the video, and then I just get never gonna give. I was like,
I love it.
It's making me want to like punch my computer.
Actually, funny. I'm that butt face that rolls down the windows of her car and just blasts that song.
Oh.
And I've gotten angry looks before. They were like, Rick rolling me.
Well, we're not gonna rickroll you guys on the Edge 80.1. Let's get back to the music.
Hey, you're listening to the Edge 88, and recently there is a trend bang going on about Alex from Target.
Yeah, I'd heard a lot about that.
Pretty much, if you guys don't know about Alex from Target yet, he's just an ordinary Target employee who actually was really attractive, and some girls just took a picture of him and it went viral. So, I was just thinking about that, and it's just kind of a double standard because women tend to be like, oh, that guy's creepy because he just said I was pretty and I don't know who he is.
Right.
But these random girls just decided to sneak a picture of this attractive Target employee, and they're just thinking about it as nothing.
I think that happened to a Starbucks employee too.
Did it?
Yeah, I forgot the guy's name, but I think it happened to him as well. And yeah.
See, I think girls are more creepy than guys. they just don't want to admit it.
Yeah.
So they just be like, oh, guys are creeps.
I mean, there is Alex from Target, but Sarah from science class is getting up there
Sarah
too.
from science class?
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you want to go check those out, go ahead. You're listening to the Edge 88.
That was The Dirt by Origami Animals, and something that's been passed down like to my whole entire family is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I want to talk about that today.
I love Ninja Turtles.
I think my dad used to watch Ninja Turtles when I was a kid. You know, he passed down his like blanket with like all the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on. I mean, that was like the old school Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like, you know, I haven't stopped watching them since. You know, I've watched like the new TV show they have. I watched the movie. The movie was really good. I liked it.
Was it like the 2008 movie?
Like the newest one that came out like.
Oh yeah, the new one. Yeah, I saw the Michael Bay one. I saw that. It was actually really funny. I was surprised. I thought they weren't gonna do a good job of like putting the humor of the Ninja Turtles in there, but I was happy with it. He didn't destroy the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for me, so
it was good, yeah.
Because I love Ninja Turtles. I have like Ninja Turtles everything, and I'm holding my Raphael pen right now, so I'm a giant nerd.
So who's your favorite Ninja Turtle?
Raphael, duh.
All right, Donatello for the win.
No.
Are you kidding me?
No, Donatello.
Well, let us know who is your favorite Ninja Turtle on our Twitter page at KDPS88, and let's get back to the music.
Welcome back to the Edge 88 with your girl Chills
and Borg.
And today I wanted to talk about this school. I'm not going to say the name of it. They were actually spying, well, not really spying, but monitoring their students' social media, and they expelled about 14 students. And people were complaining that they were profiling them by their races because 12 of the 14 students were black. But I don't know if that's really racial profiling, you know, because they're looking at these students, and obviously there has to be something bad on their page.
Yeah.
Well, they're not just going to expel them because they're black.
Well, I mean, there's a point. Yeah, they did probably do something wrong. Like there has to be something wrong because they did get expelled. But the thing is, like, is there a reason why it was the 14? Like, the 12, right? Correct.
Yeah.
The 12 black students, why they got like targeted, I guess you could say. Because I mean, there's probably plenty of other like people out there doing like the equally bad stuff on like those stuff like Twitter and all that. Right. So I don't know. There's a fine line between that.
They didn't really say like why they were monitoring certain students. I guess I think they kind of said it was a random thing. I'm not really sure. I can't really remember, but it's just I hate that sometimes they play the race card even though they were doing something wrong.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's a really fine line between that.
Yeah. All right, let's get back to the music on the Edge 88.
We're back with the night shift on the Edge 88.1 with Chills and Borg, and I'm on YouTube a lot. Like, honestly, I'm on YouTube every day. I have my own YouTube channel that I upload content to. You know, I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and probably some of like my favorite things to watch on YouTube is like video game walkthroughs, but like the bloopers. Like
me too.
It's so funny. Like I just like literally like they just get so mad when they can't beat a part.
I love watching Markiplier. Do you watch Markiplier?
I don't.
Okay, he's one of the video game guys, and sometimes he puts out animations of the things he says during some videos.
Yeah.
I like those. They're really funny. I just like watching him in general because the things he says, like when he gets scared, because he plays mostly scary games.
Right.
It's so funny. I love watching him.
I know that there's a lot of great stuff to watch on YouTube.
Right. You never know where you're gonna be. I end up on the weird side of YouTube all the time.
I know. Well, that is it, guys. That is the night shift. We are over with. Be sure to check us out every Wednesday from 10 to midnight. So, thank you guys for tuning in, and we're out.
We'll see you next time on the Edge 88. Hey, it's your girl Chills on the Edge 88.1. Usually I have Manic Mondays on these days, but today I'm turning down the mania to bring you Mellow Monday. Maybe the day was a little too crazy and you just want to sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. After a hectic day, I think you deserve it. So keep listening and we'll talk about stress relievers, awkward moments, and even social media today. So I'm going to give you a little rewind today and bring you some Backstreet Boys. Keep listening to the Edge 88.1. This one's for you here on the Edge 88.1. So here's my video of today. I just want to start by saying that sloths are amazing creatures, even though they are the slowest animals on the world. I think they are super, super cute. But sadly, their population has been decreasing over the years due to deforestation. It's a terrible thing that's happening within the Amazon rainforest. However, in my video of the day, you'll see how people are teaming up to help the sloth population. There's a sloth sanctuary in Costa Rica, and they have over 100 injured orphans or even abandoned sloths, and they take care of them and kind of rebuild them and rehabilitate them in order to live a fulfilling life. And you can actually visit the sanctuary, so I think I know what I'm going to be adding to my bucket list of things to do one day. Speaking of sloths, I have another sloth story for you coming up later. You have to stay tuned to The Edge 88.1. You're listening to The Edge 88.1 with your girl Chills. So people find that art therapy actually works to relieve stress, but some people don't have time for art classes or the time to think about artistic ideas. Barely anybody can ever find the time to doodle anymore because they're so busy. However, people have turned to these things called adult coloring books. And no, they're not sexual. They're adult as in they are very complex pictures that you can color in. And research has found that coloring complex patterns like mandalas actually relieve stress and anxiety because of the repetition of the colors, and it's very relaxing. So maybe more people should get back into coloring because it's not just for children. College students, pick up on that. You're listening to The Edge 88.1. It's your girl Chills on The Edge 88.1. So we all have those awkward moments in our lives where something is just not going right. I've had one of these this weekend. Let me sit and tell you this story. So I went to a wedding. It was my dad's wedding. I had to stand in and we had to take a family picture, and one of my aunts wanted her daughter to be standing next to her husband, saying to the photographer that the husband and the wife should stand together. So the photographer turned around, looks at my aunt, and says, "Well, where's your husband?" And we all just kind of stood frozen as my aunt replied, "Dead," so nonchalantly. And that was kind of awkward for all of us, especially because we were just kind of sitting back to see what her response would be, because she doesn't always say things in the right way. So I was kind of proud of her for saying this so nonchalantly, but we were all just feeling a little bit awkward after that, and I feel bad for the photographer. Oh well. Next up, Your Love Is My Drug on The Edge 88.1. Sleeping Dogs on The Edge 88.1. So a while ago, I was remembering how a girl was telling me she was getting a wolf tattoo because her spirit animal was a wolf. She would always say that she'd see wolves in her dreams, and I was always interested in that, so I wanted to look that up a little bit more today. And so Native American beliefs says that totem animals or spirit animals are 9 different animals that come to guide you or protect you, and you have one main spirit animal that you are connected with. And you can find these animals in 3 different ways: by meditating, in dreams, or if there's an animal that recurs in real life. So you really have to pay attention. And so I'm thinking about this, and I think that my spirit animal would probably be a dog, because I see dogs in my dreams all the time. And I mean, I guess everybody would see dogs in real life, but I feel like I just have a real love for dogs, and I connect with them very well, so maybe my spirit animal is a dog. Speaking of dogs, if you go on our website, www.gvumedia, there is a video of a service dog that is trained by a psychology major here at Grandview. She actually trains the dog at school, so go ahead, check that out again. It's www.gvumedia. You're listening to The Edge 88.1. Mellow Monday on The Edge 88.1. I told you earlier in the show that we were going to be talking a little bit more about sloths. Not really about sloths, but more a celebrity who got to hold a sloth this weekend, and I am very jealous. Jimmy Fallon had Steve Irwin's son on the show, and Steve Irwin's son actually brought in a variety of animals, and at the very end he had him holding a sloth, and I thought that they wouldn't let just random people, even if they were a celebrity, hold them at all. I thought they were just going to keep them on trees. So that was pretty interesting to watch, and I was very jealous of it. But Steve Irwin's son was actually very interesting, and he was almost just like him. It was like I was watching a tiny little Steve Irwin. So maybe we can start looking forward to a new crocodile hunter, but just with less "I'm gonna touch this dangerous animal." You're listening to The Edge 88.1. This is The Edge 88.1. This is your girl Chills on Manic Monday. I just want to say that social media is probably the biggest killer of relationships this day and age, and some people my age may not agree with me because they think social media and online dating is probably the greatest things. But let me just tell you, our grandparents didn't have social media. They barely even had a phone or a TV, so they had to go out and go up to people in person and ask them out on dates, and they didn't have people to immediately run to after their relationships were going downhill. Like nowadays, if you're just even a little bit upset with your significant other, you can turn and run to somebody that you met online that you don't even know in person, and you can just ask them for naughty things or do things behind your significant other's back. And I think that's awful. So if our grandparents had problems, they would stick it out. They would work the problem out together. But this day and age, we don't even want to talk to each other person to person. So now it seems like since we have things like Tinder at the tip of our fingertips, we can easily turn to these other people for comfort. Snapchat hides your conversations, so if your boyfriend or girlfriend snoops through the phone, they'll never be able to see who you're talking to and about what. I don't think our grandparents had that problem unless they were just very good at getting away with cheating because, they didn't have a social media account for the significant other to snoop around on. Do you agree with me? I'm going to ask you on our Twitter page at KDPS88, so go ahead and tweet at me. Next up is your guardian angel on The Edge 88.1. Hey, you're listening to The Edge 88.1 with your girl Chills. So I noticed that there are a lot of people who have silly, irrational fears that more than likely will not come in true. For example, I have a friend that won't step over manholes because she's afraid that she'll fall through the manhole if she steps on it, because she saw it on TV. I have another friend who has an irrational fear of going on elevators because they think that their shoelaces are going to get caught, or not elevators, escalators, because they are afraid that their shoelaces will get caught in the escalator, and they'll get sucked into the escalator. But these things are more than likely not going to become true, so I'm wondering, why are we so afraid of them? Why is this something that we let control our lives when 99% of the time it's probably not going to happen? Or even 100% of the time this might not happen. You never know. So, if you have a crazy irrational fear, please tell me on our Twitter page at KDPS88. I'll start a thread about irrational fears on there. You're listening to The Edge 88.1. Tired of being sorry here on The Edge 88.1. That song was just a cover. The original song is actually by Enrique Iglesias, if you didn't know that. But I'm going to get a little bit nerdy here about our next story. There's a hole in the earth theory, and it's being supported by Harvard scientists. This hole in the earth theory was originally a conspiracy theory that there was a hollow earth and that there's an ancient civilization that could be inside of this hole that's at the top of the earth. But they are claiming that the hole in the earth was caused by something that hit the earth millions of years ago and caused the moon, because they still don't know how the moon was caused, and they think that it was just because something massive hit the earth millions of years ago. I'm wondering if maybe that is what caused the dinosaurs to go extinct, if they think that there was a comet theory going around there. But going back to the conspiracy theory, people really think that there's an ancient civilization still inside of the earth and that they're a little bit more advanced than us. But that's a little bit weird. And they also think that there's a reason why you can't see this hole at the top of the earth. So I'm wondering, what are they hiding? If Harvard scientists are supporting that this theory is true, or supporting that there is a hole in our earth that probably caused the moon, but why can't we see them on maps? That's a little strange to me. Guess we're gonna have to keep listening and find out. next up is Best Friend by Foster the People on the Edge 88.1. It's your girl Chills on the Edge 88.1. This story goes out to all you parents out there. Parents, want to find a way to connect with your newborn babies while exercising? It sounds kind of impossible, right? Like, who can watch a baby while you're exercising? Well, there's a new studio that allows you to dance while you're holding your newborn baby in the studio. You actually put your baby in a carrier that you carry in front of you, and you do simple dance moves while you're holding your baby, so it's a good way to have quality time during a busy day. Unfortunately, this studio is located in San Diego, California, so hopefully they can bring one here to the Des Moines area, because I think that would be awesome for all of you parents, and I know that there are probably some of you that would probably want to try that. I think it's a great thing. Next up is Dead and Gone on the Edge 88.1. You're listening to The Edge 88.1 with your girl Chill. So I saw a string of anti-smoking ads going out online, and some of them are ingenious. There's about 10 of them, but there's one that stood out to me in particular. Let me describe this picture for you. There's 3 different pictures of a box of cigarettes, but there's a girl's face, and the cigarettes are the teeth. And every time you pull a cigarette out, she loses her teeth, and once the cigarette package is empty, all of her teeth is gone. And that stood out to me because I know a lady that actually lost her teeth because of smoking. At the age of 40 years old, she had to get dentures. So since she was 40 years old, she has had dentures. And that is awful. I don't think that smoking or getting a little bit of stress relief from something so cancerous and so harmful to your body is worth it. It's not. So please, weigh out the consequences before you start smoking again, and hopefully some of you are on the way to quit. I'm not here to lecture you. I'm just here to say that maybe you should sort out your decisions. You're listening to The Edge 88.1. This is the closing segment for Mellow Monday today. I hope you enjoyed everything, so let me leave you with something that made me want to bang my head over the desk this weekend. There is an NBA player that is convinced that the world is still flat, which is very concerning because there's so much evidence that backs up that the earth is round, including satellite photos, but I guess that people maybe can't believe what they see anymore. But this is very concerning to me because these players have to go through college before they can go into the NBA, so I'm like, what are they learning while they're in college? Or are they just not paying attention in classes because they know that they are going to be into the NBA? I'm hoping that's not the case for our college athletes here at Grandview. And if you want to hear more about Grandview Sports, you should visit our webpage, www.gvumedia. We have sports radio talk shows, so if you go on our website, again, that's www.gvumedia.com, and click on Studio Audio and then the Sports Radio Talk Shows tab, you'll find out more about our sports here at Grandview. And I'm sure you won't hear anything about our athletes thinking the world is flat on there. You're listening to The Edge 88.1. Mash it up on The Edge 88. KDPS Des Moines Radio Mashup, Edge 88. Rock, pop, and more on Edge 88. Podcasts, sports stories, videos, and more on gvumedia.com. Want more than just those same old songs? Then keep listening to The Edge 88. KDPS Des Moines Radio Mashup. KDPS Des Moines 88.1.